Please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Good evening, Fairhaven Union High School parents, guardians, families, community members, Slate Valley School Board members, School Board Chair Tim Smith, Superintendent Brooke Olson-Farrell, Slater faculty and staff, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2022. It has been a wonderful honor joining Fairhaven Union High School this year as the principal, and it's been a privilege overseeing this year's senior class. Before I begin this official welcoming, I hope you can join me for a moment to recognize the tragic loss this year of one of our own students. Chris Severance will always be remembered as a wonderful young man that touched the lives of all of our students, including the graduating class. Thank you. The class of 2022 is truly a wonderful group of students with attributes I could speak about for hours. I'll focus, however, on one particular quality. Before I begin, I'd like to make a quick note that I will not be speaking about COVID, virtual learning, or any other pandemic-related topics. It's not that these are not important. They've certainly impacted everyone in so many different ways. As we celebrate today, though, it's important to look forward rather than backward. Last year, I gave a speech at the Castleton Village School's 8th grade graduation, and in that speech, I used a quote I'd like to share again today. Real strength has to do with helping others. That's a quote from a familiar voice from our childhood, Fred Rogers, otherwise known, as Mr. Rogers. I reference this quote because I believe this graduating class possesses strength. Strength of character displayed through their high moral standards, idealism, and virtue. A strength that has grown through their academic studies as they recognize that their privilege to gain a world-class education places responsibility directly on them to help others. This class has spent thousands of collective hours volunteering and helping throughout their local and worldwide communities. I'm very proud of the young adults they have become, and I'm genuinely excited to watch as their strength guides them throughout their lives. I anticipate great accomplishments driven by their tenacity and grit in the face of adversity. I work closely with the future of our great nation, and I can tell you my optimism is real. The strength within this group of young adults will be the proverbial helping hand we need and deserve. The senior class has invited a guest speaker who has had an enormous impact on all of our Slaters, and she's going to be joining us on stage in just a moment. But before I do that, I'd like to welcome her, I'd like to acknowledge all the hard work that our students' parents, grandparents, families, friends, school board members, superintendent, our central office and business office staff, and of course, our high school teachers and staff members have given. Our teachers and staff, their persistence and dedication have been unwavering, and will certainly remain so in the years to come. I'd also like to recognize the hard work of the class of 2022 class advisors. They have given hard work day in and day out. Slate Valley is truly an amazing community that certainly deserves a round of applause. If you would join me, please. Thank you. Without further ado, it is my great pleasure to introduce the class of 2022 guest speaker, Ms. Lindsay Marcy.
It was the summer of 2019. Actually, on exactly this day 3 years ago, I was gallivanting across Europe with my sister, and we had just landed in Barcelona, Spain. We were finally on land again, which meant one thing, service, so I slid my phone out of my pocket to glance at it. Across the home screen, it read, voicemail, Fairhaven Union High School. Now, you gotta understand that I was already pretty stressed with the logistics of travel and all. Finding my luggage, making our connections, you know the deal. Oh, great, I thought. Now my new job is going to fire me and I haven't even started yet. But it wasn't them firing me, I know, shocker. Actually, it was my longtime friend Jackie Phillips. Hey, I got a crazy question to ask. Would you want to co-advise the class of 2022 with me? Now, the rule of thumb as a first-year teacher is to never, like ever, take on additional responsibilities at the beginning. So, like any sane person, I promptly did the opposite of that and said, you know what the heck, sure. And that's how I was first introduced to the class of 2022. It was something I never saw coming my way, but it led me to this wonderful group of people you see sitting behind me. And it also led me to right here speaking with you all. Good evening, my name is Lindsay Marcy, and I'm an English teacher here at Fairhaven Union High School. I'm honored to be chosen as this year's guest speaker, especially by the class of 2022. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them, our school board, Superintendent Elson Farrell, Principal Worthing, Vice Principal Leaf, Margaret Hayward, Slater alumni, and most importantly, all the incredible faculty and staff here who have made this day possible. I'm proud to be a Slater, and I'm elated to be here with you all as we celebrate the real stars of tonight, Fairhaven Union High School's class of 2022. This group of students was my first when I started my teaching career here 3 short years ago, and they will also be my last here at FHU. These young adults have watched me grow as an educator, and I've watched them blossom into the incredible group of individuals that you see today. They are strong, determined, bright, kind, and they are ready to go out and make a difference in the world. When thinking of what to say today, naturally, the English teacher turned to me to the thing I know best, stories. Oddly enough, I kept going back to Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, a play we read with our freshmen every year. Now, I know what you're thinking, Shakespeare, ugh. But there's one key theme in the play that is relevant here. I'll spare you the old English. That theme is how things don't always go according to plan, how things get complicated, how people mess up, how dreams fall by the wayside for us to only find something better. How life sometimes falls apart, only to fall back together in mysterious ways. And I thought, how pertinent to this class, to their story? We talk about tradition a lot here, but class of 2022, let's be real, your time at FHU has been anything but traditional. You've endured probably the craziest years anyone here has ever endured in a long time, and you survived. Was it hard at points? I'm sure. Did you feel robbed of time? I'm guessing yes. Did you want to throw your Chromebook against the wall last year during those remote days? Absolutely. And I'll let you on a secret, we did too. But you survived, and while maybe you're not fully unscathed, all things considered, you are a stronger person because of it, and I commend you for pushing through. But back to Shakespeare. Don't get me wrong, it's good to have plans, dreams, and aspirations to strive for. But the truth of the matter, rarely do things go the way we want them to, or more importantly, as we plan them to. I know your futures are on your minds, and I know you're excited, but also deathly afraid of what happens after you walk across the stage and have that piece of paper in your possession. But for a moment, I want you to forget about all that. Humor me for a minute and just think about something positive that happened during your time at Fairhaven. Really think about it. A moment, a person, a place, or even a thing that really meant a lot to you, that made you smile. Former Slaters, you do it too. Got yours? Okay, to get you going, here are a few of mine. When you find yourself living out your dreams in the middle of the dance circle at senior prom, surrounded by all your students and doing your best Meryl Streep impression to Dancing Cream. Chris Colton, you know what's up. Or when TJ Cannell and Tristan Hyatt decided to send me on a scavenger hunt and hid crayons all over my new classroom as a housewarming gift. Tristan and TJ just told me that I still haven't found them all today. Or when during sophomore year, my fourth period decided to spontaneously exchange Valentines. I still have mine to this day. Or when Nick Carabino requested Mariah Carey literally every time for Song of the Day. English Comp Crew, am I wrong? Or when Olivia Almeida used to leave me little "Love you, Miss Marcy" notes on my desk and that I'd find the next morning. Or when Josh Phillips and Jillian Petrick would come through the shared door between Mrs. Dorrance and my room to get their daily high fives. Or when Brandon Eastman decided so graciously to preserve my dignity and not block me in the faculty senior basketball game. Brandon, thanks for that. Wilson, I still got it. Or when Ashton Thomas screamed loud enough for the entire Great Escape to hear, even drowning out Mr. Greenlee's on the Outlaw ride on the class trip. Or when I took a group to a nursing home I used to work at, and Isabella Carrera and Sean Maholan easily became the fan favorites of residents by visiting with them. The seniors at Mountain View talked about that for weeks. So for what it's worth, here's my parting advice, and then I'll let you go do your thing. Be excited about the unknown, because when nothing is certain, anything is possible. Enjoy the beauty of becoming, this moment of being in between two chapters. You'll write every line, meet every character. And while you can't skip chapters, you will have moments when you don't want the pages to end. Stories are the essence of this world. Go out and make the most of yours. I know, it's hard to turn the page when you know someone won't be in the next chapter, but trust the timing. Believe me, I'm trying to convince myself of all this just as much as you. But I know wholeheartedly that if you continue to bring good into the world, good things will find their way to you. To my students, each one of you has filled this teacher's heart with an abundance of love. And you challenged me, and you aged me by 20 years some days. And you made me cry, and you made me laugh until I cried. And you taught me how to persevere in the face of adversity. I sincerely thank you for letting me be your teacher and for letting me into your life. Lastly, to my colleagues in the entire FHU community, I thank you for your love and support. You shaped me as a student. You led me to follow my passion. You brought me some of the most important, influential people in my life. You helped me to grow as an educator in person, and I thank you all for it. Especially my forever favorite neighbor, EL lady and best friend, Trisha Doran, the world's best golf partner and family consumer science teacher, Jen Clement, and my amazing co-advisor and partner in crime on the dance floor, Jackie Phillips. I love you guys. From the bottom of my heart, congratulations to the Fairhaven Union High School class of 2022 and their families. We love you. We will miss you. You have made a difference in our lives. Now go out and make a difference in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Marcy. I'm very pleased to be introducing our next speaker as the recipient of the highly touted Green and Gold Award from the University of Vermont. This prestigious award goes to one student at Fairhaven Union High School that has attained our highest academic distinctions through our most rigorous college preparatory coursework. This particular student came into her senior year with over a 3.9 GPA. She's consistently on the principal's list and even scored perfect fours in every semester of her junior year. This, of course, has been consistent throughout her whole high school career. She earns top scores in our most challenging classes: physics, AP English, honors chemistry, and honors sociology, to name just a few. What's more amazing is that she accomplishes this while also participating in a number of extracurricular activities such as field hockey, prom committee, foster care for the Humane Society, and volunteer work at numerous horse barns. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you the 2022 Fairhaven Union High School Green and Gold recipient, Ms. Layla McKenzie.
Thank you, Mr. Worthing. I was going to write a really smart-sounding speech for this day, but I decided to speak from my heart instead, so here we go, buckle up. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Layla McKenzie, and I'm FHU's Class of 2022 Green and Gold recipient. First off, I'd like to congratulate my fellow classmates. We went through some tough and untraditional times throughout our high school years, but as a wise man once said, we were all just trying to wrap our brains around the new normal. We succeeded, and I'm proud of every single one of us for making the best of our high school careers, even though it may have been cut short. We couldn't have done it without the help of some pretty amazing staff members here at FHU. I'd like to thank you all for everything you've done for us and all of the time you sacrificed in order to make our time here more memorable. Specifically, I'd like to thank Ms. Lindsay Marcy. For everything that she has done for us, she was an English teacher, an inquiry advisor. I think sometimes her room had more students in it than all of the others combined. Class advisor, prom committee leader, mentor, and a listening ear for us all. The high school will never be the same without you, and I feel incredibly sad for the future classes that will never know the pure joy it brings to pick on you. I also need to thank Jackie for all she's done for our class. I don't think enough of us really realize how much she does for us. Think of something you really, really like about our school. Jackie probably had something to do with it. I want to thank Anne for pretending not to be super frustrated when she had to write me a late pass almost every day for the last 3 months of school. You have more patience than you probably should have with me, and I will always admire that. I'd also like to thank Wilson for not throwing a fit when I was late to his class every day. I planned on being on time, it just didn't happen. I'd also like to thank the 3 principals we went through in the past 4 years. Your dedication to our school definitely showed. I will always cherish the seemingly weekly class meetings in the gym during freshman year. We will always keep those lessons close to our hearts. Most of all, I'd like to thank every single parent who's here tonight. Thank you for creating my classmates. I've enjoyed getting to know your children over the years, and I can't imagine going through these crazy times with anyone else. A specific thank you goes out to my family. Thanks for raising me, and thank you, Mom and Dad, for having the courage to create a second child after you saw how my sister turned out. You win some, and you lose some. To anyone who ever found my phone for me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Another specific thank you goes out to Tegan Horde and her entire family, including you, Colleen, for listening to my endless rants and always looking at my bruises. I know you love that. A final thank you goes out to my classmates. It wouldn't have been the same without you, and I'm glad to have gotten to know most of you in this short time. If any of you ever need anything after graduation, please don't hesitate in the slightest bit to reach out. Once a Slater, always a Slater, and Slaters are family. Thank you.
now I'd like to introduce the class advisors, Ms. Jackie Phillips and Ms. Lindsay Marcy.
Oh God, I can't see this. They got glasses? Anyone got glasses? Okay. Good evening, my name is Jackie Phillips,
I'm Lindsay Marcy.
and we are the co-advisors to the amazing class of 2022. This year, we have a pleasure of introducing a young woman who both, okay, bear with me guys, because I'm blind as a bat and I did not bring my glasses, okay? So sorry. A young woman who is both,
Made us both.
who made both of us incredibly proud and know we are,
To be associated.
I don't have to lift it up because I can't see it. Let's put it out of there. Okay. Okay, sorry.
Jackie, you're killing it. You're doing good. Since her freshman year, she wanted to serve as class president of her class and was voted on by her peers, has maintained this role throughout 3 years of her high school career.
Yeah, right.
If you can't, do you want me to do it?
In addition to this, she has served in many other leadership, yeah, right. I'm gonna let Lindsay read it. I can't see it. I can't see it.
She is always willing to help with anything, even while she isn't on Fairhaven's campus, but attending early college at Castleton Community. She has served in many other leadership positions in and out of the FHU community as well. She is motivated, driven, determined, reliable, and will no doubt go on to make a tremendous difference within the medical community. Can you read that one?
I know I personally will miss her constant visits, check-ins, and laughs we shared at my desk. Got that.
It is our honor and privilege to introduce to you the FHU Class of 2022 Class President,
Isabella Carrera.
Good evening, everyone. For those who don't know, my name is Isabella Carrera, and I'm the class president of the graduating class of 2022. Jackie, this might be a bad time to tell you, I forgot my glasses too. I would like to start by utilizing my position to sincerely thank both of my wonderful class advisors for that sweet, or as Ms. Marcy would say, swell, introduction, along with all the incredibly passionate and intuitive faculty, staff, and administration for ensuring success and granting opportunities for those to flourish. I would also like to recognize the coaches, instructors, community members, and other irreplaceable personnel for your efforts towards making a difference for not only my class, but within the walls of Fairhaven Union High School. And of course, I'd be doing this all wrong if I didn't wholeheartedly congratulate my very own class for completing this chapter of your lives and implementing your efforts to be recognized as FHU's Class of 22. Ironically, it kind of rhymes. Unironically, however, I prepared 22 snippets of memories, overcome obstacles, and a handful of my favorite quotes, along with a couple sarcastic jokes I think are too funny not to share in front of all of your parents and recording cell phones. All of which I hope you take with you as you walk off the stage, throw your cap, and officially become a name on the list of tradition-loving, Slater Strong alumni. I hope you're listening, because I'm about to fly through these almost as fast as our time in high school. Number one, now that we've closed the door of high school and are on our way elsewhere, ensure you prioritize the concept of loving the journey to accomplish your dream. Otherwise, you're chasing the wrong objective. Number two, if you're going to reflect on the athletic aspects of high school, there's certainly a lot of talent you can reminisce on. First athlete to come to my mind personally would be AJ McManus, and not one, but two of his bowling state championships. However, those aren't the only two strikes thrown up. Others offer up fond memories, some taking place on the mound behind me via Ethan Kelly and a football field away by Ashley Carvey. Of course, there are other key memories like countless dunks from Brandon Eastman, or even keenly executed field hockey shots from Tegan Horde, PR after PR in the 100-meter dash by Riley Flanders pre-ACL tear and post-ACL tear, And of course, many shots on goal by Nick Carabino, all of which are derived from hard work, which is one of the many components that articulate the meaning of the word Slater, which is embroidered across all of our jerseys. Number 3, a number which can represent both the total number of principals our class has tired out in the past 4 years and the amount of attempts it took to win Slaterbration as a class. Number 4, in a world of uncertainties, always choose kindness, and in a world like the one we are growing up in today, never underestimate the importance of optimism and the beauty in being a good person. Number 5, in life, there are things you just need to know how to do, such as laundry or cooking, or even being able to park your car without taking up 2 spots and a sidewalk. There may be a few of us on this stage who struggle with that concept, but it's never too late to relearn. Number 6, a quote I think more should live by, which is a common statement made by our beloved track coach Randy Shutter, which is that every day is a good day. Number 7, be grateful for everything, especially the people in a crowd that wait for you to tie your shoes. A prime example of a human of that caliber, as my class can agree, is hands down Miss Marcy. Be a Lindsay. Number 8, in life, people will never remember every accomplishment, shout out, or public recognition, but they will always remember the way you treated them. Number 9, if you're gonna dance, dance like our prom queen Mercedes Cathcart and prom king Chris Colton, or at least try to. Number 10, as Tony Robbins once said, the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Number 11, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, but always with clear eyes and full hearts. You can never lose when the goal is to better yourself. Number 12, there will come a point in time where you may have to lead a crowd. Execute that task like Matt Hebler in his Staples seat leading FHU student section with a Slater hammer in hand, an accurate winner of the superlative most school spirit. Number 13, always lend a helping hand, be the mentor or take the lead. Life's too short to gatekeep passion, especially in a society where helping others is so pivotal. Number 14, always show up to challenges with the mindset to do your best. Never sell your ability short because experience is what you lack. Number 15, not all who wander are lost. Not everything in life is in perfect unison. Number 16, Caleb Barrows, I can now admit, 4 years later, that you are in fact the god of the 800-meter run. Chicory Green and Ava Scholl, you both are next, and you have to race for it. Number 17, as COVID-19 took away a portion of our high school experience, it implemented adaptive tactics into all of us. For some, it was finding new ways of learning, and for others, it was downloading PhotoMath in Socrative. Number 18, when life gets hard, be as bright and colorful as Jillian Hetrick, aka your loving vice president's hair. Be a pink person, it has an effect like that. Number 19, it's not always how you start, but rather how you finish is where you can find the momentum to continue. Number 20, as John Oakman, the most influential coach I've ever had, once said, there will be times where things are out of your control, but all that is relevant is the way you move forward. Choose to relax and handle what you can. Life isn't designed to be predictable. Number 21, it's never a matter of if you can, but rather a matter of when you will. Utilize every opportunity to find passion and discover your drive to aim the highest, work the hardest, and ultimately be the best version of yourself. And of course, last but not least, number 22, once a Slater, always a Slater. Additionally, this evening, I have the honor of announcing our class gift. So as the president of Fairhaven Union High School's graduating class of 2022, I am so very proud to announce that we have purchased and plan to implement a number of benches to be placed by the track field for athletes, parents, community members, and coaches to have a place to sit and spectate the wonderful sport of track and field. Thank you.
Olivia Almeida. Chelsea Balch. Caleb Vietti Barrows. Isaac M. Beckwith. Dakota Bellinger. Annika Marie Brannick. Riley D. Buckley. Nicholas David Carabino. Isabella Carrera. Ashley Lynn Carvey. Mercedes Lynn Cathcart. Kendra M. Clark. Christopher Anthony Colton. Wyatt Cusinelli. Ryan R. Deno. Nicholas Dexter. Gracie Lee Dillon. Austin C. Austin C. Doty.
Good job, buddy. Love you. I always parent them.
John Thomas Drake. Ryan Doobie. Jackson P. Ducharme. Bentley James Eastman. Brandon Michael Eastman. Charles F. Eddy V. Star Filion. Riley James Flanders. Matthew L. Hebler. Jillian Jackson Hetrick. Olivia Jalen Higgins. Tegan Alta Horde. Tristan Hyatt. Kyle R. James. Paige L. Johnston. Catherine M. Johnston. Ethan P. Kelly. Emma Marie Kelly. Owen Michael Patrick Lannon. Stephanie Ann Laro. Layla Mae McKenzie. Mateo Joseph Marcial. Andrew Martell. Alexis Marie Martindale. Blake G. Madison. Raven Madison. Colin Riley Marchinkowski. Andrew James McManus. Joel Scott Meyer. J. Morgan. Sean Mulholland. Madison Don Patch. Bailey Grace Pettis. Joshua Allen Phillips. Timothy Cannell. Maxine Ranning. Harley Rogers. Madison Paige Spafford. Katarina Elizabeth Stevens.
Get Katarina!
Kalo Stevenson. Graham R. Stewart. Aaron Stone Demchick. Ashton Merritt Thomas. Ryan David Trask. Mercedes Rhiannon Treadwell. Ryan J. Warner. Connor Stephen Watrous. Alexandra Rain Williams. Joshua R. Williams. Luke Williams. Brianna J. Woodbury. Alexa Grace York. Patience Ray York.
Before we conclude, I'd like to make a quick announcement that PEG TV has recorded tonight's graduation ceremony. The recording may be found at www.pegtv.com. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present the graduating class of 2022.